More lost work crew. We're out here in Nevada in the Gilbert Godfrey mine. Name changed. But we're out here in Nevada, real close to, shoot, I'm blanking on the name. Rhyolite. And we're gonna be checking out this mine here and doing a little scouting. I'm trying to find a big mine that I've had on my to get to places for a while. I just haven't found it. I think it's in a pit, so I'm gonna have to drop into a pit and see if it's there. But yeah, let's take a right here. This was a gold mine, believe 1905. Gold, they got silver, and I was reading that they got uranium too. So we'll see if our Geiger reader goes off when we get any high readings. And right now we're at 0.31. Old can here. Just get my other light on. There you go. Looks like it's not working for some reason. Coming back here, it's real warm. We'll take a run in there in a second. Looks like they had, I don't know what these would have been. They ran water in. Maybe they were panning here. Maybe. Look at this hanging wall, or a foot wall. Or fault line, I mean. I'll just name everything. One of them's got to be right? It's pretty rad. 1980, 1979. And with gold prices being so high, I'm sure there's been a lot of people in here prospecting. Oh, this fault wall is awesome. Fault line. I think it's fault. Cool. That's the end of that right there. Let's run back and take that spur that went to the left. All right. Got some moisture in there. Some real pink quartz in there. Rose quartz. We're gonna take this left. Tons of beads of water on the roof here. Real humid. Some old pipe. And that looks like the end there. Let's see, maybe the camera will pick it up. I can't read, it's too faint. Looks like a little stick figure right there. Maybe the camera will pick it up. People have been digging out that section right there. Cool. Let's head back to the main haulage tunnel and head on down. All right, just get back to the way that we came in, and we're gonna head on deeper into the mine. And the way we're going, we're heading in this way. And I don't know, maybe, I know on the other side, this hill that we're running into, on the other side there's a monster pit mine. So I wonder if it'll run into that pit or not. We'll find out. Like I was saying, yeah, this mine, 1905. So when they were running in this. In the town of Rhyolite, if you guys watched the last video on the Keen Wonder Mine, if you haven't, you should go check it out. It's pretty dope. Rhyolite was the connection to Death Valley and those mines. So all that ore from the Keen Wonder Mine, the Big Bell Mine, and other mines around there were brought over here to Rhyolite. And Rhyolite was one of the biggest boom and bust towns back in the day. I believe it popped up in like 1902 and was only a big town for about 5-6 years. Got real big though, 10 to 12,000 people at the height of the boom. This is where Shorty Harris, right on the other side, made his name. He found the Bullfrog claim area, sold that, and that was the first camps out here, was the Bullfrog, and I can't remember the one that was next to it. I'm thinking Shoshone, something like that. But those were a ways off from water, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to Betty, but there's a lot of water in Betty. So Rhyolite was closer to the water sources, and there was a lot of mine activity over here. And I believe I was reading that the town actually was started, there was a couple miners, and they thought they could make more money off having a town instead of actually mining their claims. So they started Rhyolite, wood structures at first, by tents too, and they gave land away to miners. The miners mined and they made money off them. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. Looks like it goes down to just a pit down there. There's ventilation. Might go that way. We'll have to check that out in a second. Let's see what's over here to the left. Oh man, big old stope. This is way up. See these notches here? There, all over. That's where the stalls were put in, those wood beams. So it'd be there, run over, and then they'd have boards on it where they could be, working up into this stope and dropping everything down and running it out. It's pretty cool though. There is a upper part up there with some wood still. Wonder if we'll be able to get up there. Well, we'll come back to this. It looks like it just stops right there, but we'll take a run in at her. See where this right goes. Looks like just some old ventilation pieces. Maybe ran down just a little ways, just a real small ladder. Ventilation pipe. And this is the end of this side. Oh. All right, let's head back. Don't worry, we'll take a run down there. Let's continue deeper in. More ventilation pipe. This is an old dynamite box, really. Seems kind of new. Cardboard. What is this? Secret passage. says meow up there. That's Growland. Let's go. Looks like an ore pass where they'd be throwing the ore down from that stope on the other side. I think we can get to this from over there. We'll find out. It's grippy, so it'll be easy to climb up if it's just dead ends. It goes that way. Let's find out. And runs up into that stope. Big quartz vein they were working right there. Let's see where, that's where we just slid down. Let's see where this takes us. Yep, that's that left we just took. Just run straight up. Big raise. See, they were working this down. To our first timber section. See what's over here. Gobbed in the roof. Some load counts. It's like got carbide dots. And then like maybe a pencil of the loads that were coming out of here. Looks like a gate to an ore bin. Runs up into that stope. Ladder system running down. The little trap door, it looks like. Okay, take a run at that in a second. Let's continue this direction. I really like this stuff. Oreo cookie colors. Some Ziploc bags. Runs up into that stope. And ends right there. Just a couple beers, spray can for tagging. So let's go back and take this first ladder down. Then we'll go back to the other side and see how much further in it goes. And on the way out, we'll hit that other ladder system. All right, about to head down, but I think this is pretty old. It's got the tax stamp on it. Westfield cigarettes. You can see the blue tax stamp, which I think is pretty old. I think. Who knows? You guys tell me. And the trapdoor almost gave out on me. That was cool. Okay. Sorry, my headlamp didn't charge that well, so as I get off this vertical ladder, I'll pop up my big light. Alright. Okay. Let's get the big light. Looks like Anne's right there. Yeah. It's a dead bird. Dead bird right there. That just comes out of his pocket. Nice ladders though. Newer. Another dead animal. Old broom. Looks like we got some light bulbs. Maybe they had like some lights down here. Yeah, that's it. So let's climb back up and see the last drift it looks like. All right, I just made it back up. We were just down there climbing down that ladder system. That's where we slid through that little hole. Now we're gonna come back and check out this ladder, which is a lot more janky. Should be good. All right, let me get set up and we'll head on down. All right, let's get on there. All right, not too bad. That's the top of the ladder if you didn't know. Kind of sucks my headlamp didn't charge because it's hard doing this with a big handheld and walking down an almost vertical ladder. At least it's not vertical. Crossover. It looks like it just drops into a pit, so we don't want to fall in there. The ladder does go all the way down there. Yeah. Gets to the old ladder. Let's see. That's good. It's so tight. Yeah, let's walk down the ladder like a normal person. And we're still good. It's like some dead stuff down there. All right. have to go low light for now, so I can be safe. Ooh. Correct. Back to a nice ladder again. Let's see what that is over there. This goes in about 20 and stops. This, who knows, might go under, might not. Just a bunch of decay. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Another rabbit. This is the hole of death right here, guys. The hole of death. Some pipes, ventilation equipment. So yeah, that's what's down here. All right, let's make a run back up this. Oh. Oh, there's another top of a ladder. This is newer. This is old. This thing's creaky. Creaky. That's the broken section. More death right here in front of us. Looks like we got an old kettle of some kind. Big Yank Flyer patented top here. Pretty cool. Bottom of the ladder. Ham's beer, pop top. From the land of sky blue waters comes the water best for brewing. New all aluminum can. Fancy. It's fancy. Alright, almost back out. Oh, and the fresh air coming down the haulage tunnel here is real nice. See the light down there? But yeah, I'm gonna run it out. If I see anything else, I'll turn you guys back on. But if not, I'll see you outside. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this trip, or for this episode. I'm gonna do some scouting around and see if I can find my way into the Shoshone-Montgomery mine. But I hope you guys dug. Until next time, love your adventure, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.